Hi, I'm Neha Bhimashetty. In this video, I'm going to explain about the COVID-19 non-contact thermometer. The main objective of this project is, in this tough situation of pandemic, continuous temperature check is mandatory to detect a COVID patient. So using the ordinary thermometer involves the contact with the mouth or the armpits, which leads to the spread of the virus. So to prevent that, the effort is to come up with a non-contact thermometer, which is also known as the temperature gun. The main objective is to provide accurate and reliable temperature monitoring and to prevent the spreading of virus to the healthy people. The main component used is the MLX 90614 non-contact temperature sensor. It has 12C interface to communicate with the microcontroller. This sensor can measure the temperature without even touching the object. The scale of this temperature is the 0.5 degrees Celsius. The output from this sensor will be connecting it to the Arduino Nano, and which is used as the microcontroller. This will be printing the temperature on the smartphone with the help of the serial monitor Android app. The steps to make a non-contact thermometer. The hardware implementation consists of the important components like MLX 90614 sensor, Arduino Nano or the UNO R3, and the OLED display to display the temperature. And the software implementation, we need the Arduino IDE, and we need to install the libraries such as Adafruit MLX 90614, SSD 1306, and GFX for the OLED. And in the software implementation in the Arduino IDE, we'll be running it in the Arduino IDE. Firstly, we need to include the y.h header file, which is the inbuilt header file for the 12C interface. And then we need to use the Adafruit MLX 90614.h header file and include the Adafruit gfx.h header file. And to include these libraries, we need to go to the sketch and then include library. And in this, we need to select the manage libraries. And we need to search here for our required libraries. For example, here we need MLX 90614 library. To install that, we need to search for Adafruit MLX 90614. It is already installed in mine, so it's not showing here. We need to install from here and close this. And now we need to search for the SSD 1306 library and install that and support, and now we need to also install the support library for GFX. And for that, we need to search for the Adafruit GFX and install that. All these three libraries should be included for this project. And now we need to create MLX object from the MLX 90614, Adafruit MLX 90614. We need to create an object. And SSD 1306 is used to display, create a display object. This is for the OLED. We use -1 as the argument as there is no reset pin for OLED. We use float for the room temperature and object temperature and the stemp. Also, integer variable is used for counting, and for that is the read count. A float variable is used for the threshold, which is for calibrating the MLX sensor correct temperature reading. And now we set the maximum and minimum as the integer variables. 25 and 15 are the maximum and minimum ranges respectively, and we need to not go beyond 30 centimeters. And this duration and the distance are all the long variables. And in the void setup function, we need to trigger pin as the output and echo pin as the input. And we need to begin this and then display the SSD 1306, the OLED display. We need to set color as the white or anything as a wish. In the void loop, we'll be firstly triggering, set the trigger pin low. After the delay of 2 seconds, we'll write the trigger pin as high and give some delay and then set it as low. The duration will be recorded as in using the pulse-in function by setting the echo pin as high. And we need to calculate the distance in centimeters based on the speed of the sound. For that, we use this distance equals to duration into 0.034 by 2. And to read the temperature, we'll be calculating this as object temperature as threshold plus MLX reading, which will be calculating the room temperature as the temperature on the MLX object temperature. And we'll be printing that the distance and the room temperature and all. This is to clear the display, and this is to set the text size as a wish, and this is to print where on the OLED, and we need to set the cursor to print where we want. And after calculating the distance, if the distance is greater than the maximum range, that is if it is greater than 25 centimeters, then we'll be printing that get closer, so that we need to get the object closer to the sensor. And if it's less than minimum range, that is 15, then we'll be printing that if the object is too close. So we need to take the object a bit far away from the sensor. When the distance is greater than or equals to minimum range and less than or equals to maximum range, now we'll be printing the temperature on that as usual by using the function. In the display function, we set the text size and then display the object temperature, and then we normalize the read count and SM to 0 as 0. And if the object temperature is greater than 37.5 degrees Celsius, then we call this play alert function. Then or else if it's less and normal, then we'll be calling the play OK function. Here we in play OK function and play alert functions, we use tone function, where the this is pin and frequency and duration, where the buzzer is taken as the first one as the pin, and the second as the frequency, and third as the duration. And then switch off the no tone function. When after calling the no tone function and the pin number, we switch off the no tone function and select the correct board that the Arduino Nano we are using, and we upload the code in that Arduino Nano, and we upload this code in Arduino Nano. This is the code part which we implement in the Arduino IDE. And this is a circuit diagram for the hardware connections. This is how we are supposed to connect in using this MLX 90614 thermometer. And the block diagram, firstly we need to set the Arduino Nano and the sensor in enclosure, and we have to make 2 holes. One is to read the temperature and the other is to connect the USB cable to the Arduino board. And now we'll connect the USB to the Arduino to the other end, and the other end to the smartphone. This is how the connection looks for the Arduino Nano, USB, and the serial monitor app which is on the smartphone. Thank you.